Okay guys, so today this video is going to be about drills that you guys can do by yourselves on your own, without another goalkeeping coach, without another goalkeeper, without a field player, just in your own space to help you keep developing your talent, to help increase your strength, to help increase your body control and your coordination. All of these are things that can be done basically maybe just with a soccer ball and some items that you might have around the house. All right, we're going to break this up into two sections. The first section we're going to work on is the physical section, and the second section we'll work on is your technical section. So within the physical section, we're going to break it down, and we'll start with your jumping. All these things, they're plyometric drills. They're all things that are going to help you with your jumping strength. They're going to help you with what we call your dynamic ability, which is your explosive energy, your ability to explode off the line quickly, your ability to dive further, to dive higher, those kinds of elements. So we're going to go show you a sequence of drills, different things that you can do at home that will help you with this. We're going to start just with a very basic drill here. We're going to take 4 cones. Now they don't have to be cones. You might say, well, I don't have any disc cones or anything like that. That's fine. You can use socks, you can use t-shirts, you can use tennis balls, whatever, it doesn't matter. So we want you to take 4 items here, okay? I'll use disc cones. We're going to place it and we're going to make a box. All right, nice and simple. I'm going to start here. I'll go 1, 2 strides this way, okay? And then 2 strides this way. And then I'll go 2 strides this way. So we basically got a 2-yard by 2-yard box. The element here is we will start in the center of this box. We'll start with 1 foot. You can choose your left foot, you can choose your right foot, it doesn't matter, whatever one you want. We're going to start in the center here. From the center, we're going to work, all right, just one leg out to the cone here, then back to the center. All right, then I go out to this corner and back to the center. Then I'll go out to this corner and back to the center, out to this corner, back to the center. All right. Now the key here, number 1, you're working the one leg the whole time. Your hips and shoulders want to be facing forward the whole time, okay? You don't want to get twisted in any way while you're jumping. This drill is not meant for speed, it's meant for balance, it's meant for control, and it's meant for rhythm. All right, so go as fast as you want, but make sure that your body is in control, your body is in balance, you feel like you've got a good rhythm going on. Also, in terms of times, you want to do this for 45 seconds, okay? So you choose a leg. I'm going to choose my right leg, and if done at real speed, it'll look a little bit like this. And obviously I'm not going to go through the entire 45 seconds, but just to give you an idea of the speed and rhythm and balance in which you're working, okay? So I'll go here, 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 like this, okay? Make sure you're breathing. You want to keep breathing. And you're just bouncing on the toes in a nice easy rhythm like such, okay? So then you would do that for 45 seconds, then you would rest for 45 seconds. Next time you come up, you choose the opposite leg, right? You go with your left leg. Again, you start in the center of your box and you would just work for 45 seconds, nice and easy, in rhythm, in balance. Here. Okay, hips and shoulders don't get turned. Here. Okay? Like such. You would rest another 45 seconds. Then after that 45 seconds, 2 feet. All right, we'll do a set with the 2 feet. The 2 feet stay together. All right, they jump together, they land together. Jump together, they land together. Feet should be just a little narrower than shoulder width. All right, and again, you would work for 45 seconds. Like such, okay? Now these jumping drills, all of these plyometric drills that we're about to show you, ideally, if you can do them in sand, that would be the best option. If you have a sand volleyball court around you, If your school has a track and field team, there'll be a long jump pit, which you can do in the sand. For those of you who live in colder climates, snow would be good. It's okay to jump in snow. Actually, it's very good. The reason for this is because it kind of absorbs some of the impact in your knees, your ankles, your hips, but it also forces your muscles to work harder, which is optimal. If you don't have any of those elements by you, ground, normal, natural surfaces are preferred. If you can, stay away from hardwood floors, stay away from doing it on concrete, things of that nature. All right, it increases the jarring effect on your joints, your ankles, your knees, and your hips. All right, and doesn't provide that good a benefit for your muscles, not maximum-wise. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, the next drill, we're going to work behind me. We're going to have 8 cones. Again, it doesn't have to be cones. If you don't have your own cones, that's fine. You can use soccer balls, you can use basketballs, you can use just any kind of object that will help you give you markers to help you lift your feet up. What we're going to do is we're going to be working straight forwards. We're going to go 2 feet, jumping over each cone, but really concentrating on taking our knees, driving up to our chest, all right, using our arms to help us elevate our hips up off the ground as well, up into the sky, landing on our toes, and again, really pushing off back into the next jump. All right, it's going to be important that we get the height versus the distance right, so we're not jumping too high, but not covering enough distance, or not covering enough distance covering too much distance going forward, but not jumping high enough. All right. So we'll go through this nice and easy. Again, not for speed, it's for balance, it's for coordination, it's for timing, it's for quality of jump. Here we go. Okay, I recommend you do this. This is 8 cones. My recommendation is that you would do a set of 5. All right? Okay. In this next activity, we'll have 2 poles, 1 pole front, 1 pole back here, and a rope that's tied between the 2 poles. Now, if you say, well, I don't have a pole of any sort, that's okay. I didn't either when I was younger. I used to use branches from the trees. I would take a branch, I would break it off, stick it into the ground, front and back, and then tie a rope between the 2. A string, shoestrings tied together, whatever you can manufacture. It's no big deal. The idea here, hips and shoulders will be facing forward, and we're just going to 2 feet, taking off of 2 feet, landing on 2 feet. We're just going to bound back and forth over the rope. All right. Ideally, we want the feet to land and take off together. We want to make sure we stay on the toes. All right. It's not done for speed. It's done more for balance, for timing, for coordination, for rhythm. All right, we would ideally like to work for 45 seconds, then we would rest for 45 seconds, then we would work again, and we would work again 3 or 4 reps of that. All right, so just a little demonstration here. Like such. And as you become more proficient with it, depending on your age and your abilities, the rope can raise higher and higher and higher. All right. This rope for me is about thigh height. Ideally, you could probably do it up to about your hip height. All right, that would be probably maxing out for most goalkeepers for the rope to be somewhere up around their hips. Okay.